Have you ever been frustrated by apps and sites that just won't play nice with your proxy settings? I know I have. Or maybe you're just a bit more cautious about your online privacy and wanna take matters into your own hands. Well, that's where Proxifier swoops in to save the day. But before we jump into the nitty-gritty of Proxifier, let's take a quick peek behind the curtain and understand what proxies are all about. Although if you have watched our last video on TimeLMV, you already know what proxies are. If you haven't, this is the link. Check it out after watching this video, especially if you're a movie buff or just like watching movies online. It's not just about proxies. We already know that proxies act as your internet middleman. They stand between you and the cyberspace, forwarding requests and responses between your device and the internet. Now, why would you need a middleman, you ask? Well, in this case, proxies serve a multitude of purposes. They can beef up your security, cloak your online identity, dodge annoying geo-restrictions, and even help manage content delivery. Essentially, they're the unsung heroes of the digital world. But not all proxies are created equal. From data center proxies with lightning-fast speeds to residential proxies that mimic regular home IP addresses. There's a good range to choose from. This is where the Proxifier actually comes in. While some applications may turn up their noses at proxies, Proxifier steps in to bridge the gap. It's like this magic wand for your network connections, allowing you to route any internet applications through a proxy server with ease. There's no need for a degree in rocket science to understand it either, let alone to use it. No need to dive into the depths of some obscure settings or wrestle with complicated configurations. I literally hate it when that happens. I mean, who's got time for that these days anyway? Nah, Proxifier keeps it sweet and simple. All you gotta do is focus on what really matters, getting your stuff done. And look, I know what you're thinking, and let's be honest, this was my first question too. What sets Proxifier apart from the rest of the crowd? Let's talk compatibility. Proxifier isn't one of those snooty apps that only plays nice with one operating system. Oh no, this bad boy is a multi-platform powerhouse. PC or MacBook or a shiny new Android device, this thing can't keep up. And I really mean that. Proxifier isn't content with just being compatible. I mean, there are no prizes for spot-on compatibility these days. But this is where it does things in style. Throw at its SOX 4, 4A, or SOX 5, or HTTPS or HTTP protocols. Proxifier plays nice with all of the big players, which directly translates into its flexibility. Mix and match different proxy servers, add a sprinkle of redundancy and load balancing, and voila, you got yourself a recipe for network success. And hey, you want to hear a sneaky bit? All your network applications will remain blissfully unaware that they're being proxied. Talk about stealth mode, right? And with the granular rules and targeting, the power to control every little detail from host name and application name to IP addresses and port numbers, that's all in your hands at moment's notice. Actually, once you're done with this video, why don't you check out our blog post for the list of all of the features? I'll put the link in the description for you. So how does Proxifier actually work? Well, picture this. You are cruising through the internet, minding your own business, when suddenly your favorite app throws a tantrum. Suddenly you can't connect to the proxy server. You've had enough and you're ready to give up. Ta-da! Enter Proxifier, the knight in shining armor, ready to save the day. That's actually kind of funny. Imagine a superhero called the Proxifier. Proxifier to the rescue! Proxifier saves the day! I might actually start a comic. Let me know in the comment section below whether you'd like to see it. Sorry. It's all about intercepting those annoying connection requests and rerouting them through a proxy server of your choosing. Again, check out the blog for the full step-by-step breakdown of this. If you're a nerd like me, you're gonna love it. What I want to talk about here is what is Proxifier actually like. So let me give you my review, the hands-on perspective, because we actually bought it so that you don't have to. Proxifier is priced at $39.95 and it's a one-off payment, so Proxifier isn't breaking the bank really. Do you sometimes feel like everything is $39.95 these days? If you just want to give it a try, there's a 31-day free trial, so that you got plenty of time to kick the tires and see if it's actually the right fit for you. So the price isn't too bad, but what about customer support? Well, I'm happy to report that Proxifier's got your back on that front too. They're the classics like email support and a form for submitting tickets. And in our case, the response time was always less than 24 hours, which I actually find quite impressive. When it comes to user experience, I actually enjoyed it. Setting it up is as easy as pie. Interface is intuitive and there are some pretty comprehensive guides available too. Overall, I'd say that it's been pretty smooth sailing. But that was our experience. When looking into other reviews, we have actually noticed that it hasn't been all sunshine and rainbows for everyone. Some users have reported connection errors with the recent version of Proxifier, which I can imagine could be a bit of a buzzkill. But hey, let's focus on the positives. Proxifier still does a darn good job with all of its features. Pretty robust encryption, authentication protocols, advanced filtering, and firewall capabilities. I'd say it's pretty good. So let's talk speed, because we all know that nobody ain't got time for some sluggish but reliable service, right? Well, I'm happy to report that Proxifier maintains lightning fast speed, even when routing traffic through multiple proxies. Whether you're streaming your favorite cat videos or downloading messy files, Proxifier will definitely keep things humming along smoothly. It's definitely a good choice for people and businesses that need to route their internet apps through proxy servers, especially if your native operating system does not actually support proxy servers. Now, when it comes to cons, apart from the connection errors reported by some users, Proxifier does not support SSH tunneling, which is a bummer, I know. And though the price should not break the bank, for some it may still be a lot. So if you're one of those people, we've got you covered. Go down to the description, click on the blog link and check out the full breakdown of all alternatives and how they compare. But now I guess it's time to finally get to the final question. Is Proxifier safe and legit? A valid question and one that deserves a closer look. First things first, its online reputation is actually great. There's a ton of reviews from users across the internet, with many praising its effectiveness and reliability. It has a valid SSL certificate, and though the identity of the website owner is private, which may be a red flag for some, let's be fair, it doesn't necessarily mean it's not legit. After all, there are plenty of legitimate businesses that choose to keep their identities private for various reasons. But as always, it's important to exercise caution and do your own research before diving in head first. Alright, that should just about do it for Proxifier. If you have any questions or you want to let me know your experience of using Proxifier or any of its alternatives, then drop us a comment below. And don't forget to head over to RapidSeedbox website to take a look at all of the amazing features that we offer. The link is in the description as well. If you have enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to like, subscribe and share. This way you can show us that you support this channel and the work that we do. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!